Okay, and now we're live. Let me grab the link so we can share it to our friends.
Awesome.
Okay. Okay, and now we're live. Let me grab the link so we can share it to our friends.
Awesome. I think it's
It echoed.
yeah, it's playing the stream audio. Link. All right, I tweeted it out.
Cool. I'm waiting there.
Wow, people already popping in. Yeah, sorry for the delays, guys. We had some technical difficulties, and yeah, Twitter does this weird thing sometimes where it doesn't display everything unless like you sort of manually refresh it. So I missed it when you gave me the link the first time.
No
Yeah,
worries. We talked about that because I don't remember what we were talking about, but I screenshotted you that one message that was all garbled.
yeah, it does that occasionally. It's just weird. Yeah. So, how are you today?
I'm good. It's Friday.
Yeah. TGIF.
Yes. So unfortunately, I didn't get paid, so I don't have any
Aw.
dust to get more hex, but I do get paid next week, so
That's
I'll have
good.
plans for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I think you've got some time to, rack up t-shirts because I don't know. I think we still have, a way to drop. Because yeah, Bitcoin hasn't really dropped.
We have
Reached like
time until Richard's like, "Hey, we're close to pulse chain,"
yeah,
and then everybody
I
freaks
think
out.
so. Yeah.
And I have this avatar. For you guys that are watching, I swear my eyes are not closed. It's just an Asian thing. So
Hashtag Asian eyes.
yeah.
No.
So yeah, I
Yeah.
have I think like 3 or 4 t-shirts left before I'm gonna start building a second layer ladder.
Nice.
So
Your
yeah.
first one's just like annual, right?
Yeah, so the first one I did 5 to 15 years and just one coming out every year.
Nice. Yeah, yeah, for me,
Hey,
like
Gold
I
Key.
went like full annual and then like I kind of nested little like sort of like quarterly ladders inside each year and I don't know, it's kind of a mess. Like back then, like in the early days, like yeah, we didn't know what the hell we were doing, so we just you know, kind of made like messy ladders. Well, I mean, some people already had plans and were meticulous about the whole thing and did like daily micro staking and yeah, I don't know, it's pretty
What's
wild.
daily micro staking?
Like so, some people what they did was like they just took like a small amount of hex and then they staked it like for like I think almost like every single day, like up until 5555.
Oh.
And yeah, I think they ended up regretting that because like gas was really cheap back then, like
Hmm.
pretty much almost like single digit Gwei every day. But as we saw, like Ethereum went through its upgrades, and then like the gas prices just shot up. So yeah, I don't think for a lot of those people, I don't think a lot of those stakes are worth end staking, at least on the Ethereum side.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
agree. I got into a
yeah.
huge fight with some guy that was all
Oh man.
about Solana,
Mm.
and he was shitting on Hex, and I was just like, whatever, you're just butthurt. And then
Yeah.
we got into this whole argument, and he showed me his wallet because he was gonna try and sell me whatever stakes he had. And I
Oh.
looked at it, and he did that micro staking thing, and he was super fucked. And I was like, wow, like I'm a total noob. And I mean, I have some messy stakes, but like not that messy.
Hmm. You know, Well, at least the blockchain that you're working on works every single day.
Yeah.
Doesn't get turned off.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I actually had Solana for a while. Like this is
Mhm.
all before Hex. So
Hmm.
don't don't set me
Don't
on
hate.
fire, guys.
Don't hate.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I had Solana and I actually sold it all for Hex. And it was right
Nice.
before like it started going down all the time last year at the high. Like I think I bought
Hmm.
in at like 30 or $40 and I sold at like I don't remember how high it got, like 100, 200. I sold somewhere up there
Hmm.
and traded it for Hex.
Nice.
No
Good trade.
regrets.
Hashtag no regrets. Yeah. Oh, pretty cool.
Yeah, so so welcome back to streaming, Vince. I heard it's
Thanks.
been a while.
Yeah, I took a little hiatus. I mean, I'm kind of a, I don't know, I'm more of a writer than a talker, I guess you could say. And yeah, so not very, talkative. And so just, being on stream for consistently for so long just kind of burned me out a little bit. So I just took
Yeah.
a little break. But
What
yeah,
do
I'm
you,
glad to be back.
yeah, what do you like to write about?
I mean, not anything specific really, just, just like, writing about crypto in general. But yeah, I mean, I just prefer typing over talking. So
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
our
um,
10,000 text messages in the last month probably says so.
yeah, yeah, that's probably true. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
I guess will you be creating your own blog or channel?
I've thought about that actually because I want to get into like more long form, articles and stuff. But I mean, Twitter's okay because like you can chain tweets together, but it's still some people like don't bother reading like the tweets after the first one, so kind of like I don't know, probably wasted effort.
Yeah,
People
maybe you have to
just
have
read the
like
first tweet.
a attention
Yeah,
grabbing picture. So
yeah,
I work over in the clothing world where I consult and design and all that stuff for small shops around the
yeah,
country, and that's always something that we talk about, like how do we grab their attention afterwards.
mm.
So for me, since the market is moms, I usually post like a shirtless picture of Thor or Ryan Gosling to get their attention, and it usually works.
Yeah,
Um, so maybe I don't know. We just have
mm.
to post for you and
Yeah,
to make like a attention grabbing graphic.
yeah. It's interesting. I saw a thread that said basically that when you post something in a medium other than on a platform other than what the medium was other than what the platform was like created for, it tends to get more attention. So like for example, if you post a video clip or a picture on Twitter, where it was more meant for like short sentences, it tends to get more attention. Whereas like text on places like Instagram tend to get more attention than just posting a random pic or whatever. So
Hmm.
yeah,
My Instagram
interesting.
game sucks. Like I started my account and I posted some pictures, and that's been about the extent of it.
Yeah.
So there's a
Let's see.
question that says, "Does Vince have thoughts on upcoming ETH merge and its pros and cons?"
Hmm. I haven't really been following up much with ETH. I'm just kind of anxiously waiting Pulse Chain, and I hope we beat ETH 2.0 to market at this point. But yeah,
Yeah,
I haven't
I do
really
too.
kept up. You know.
All my friends and onboards are saying, "Hey, Chloe, when do I get my money? When can I cash out?" And I'm like, "You're such a
Yeah.
dumbass. Like, first of all, the way you're talking, you're just gonna get wrecked.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna make it." And then there's some people that are like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy you this and buy you that." And I was like, "No, I don't need you to sell anything or buy anything. Like, just hold on to it,
Yeah.
like to create your sustainable potential
Yeah.
retirement plan."
Yeah. And it's almost as if the people that are most impatient are the ones that are probably going to sell the first anyway. So
Yeah, and
yeah,
and it might be a large sum of money for them that they've never had before, and maybe they don't
yeah,
know how to handle that.
yeah. The sudden wealth syndrome kicks in, and they just want to start spending it as soon as they can.
Hmm. Did you experience any of that? with Hex?
Uh, I mean, a little bit, but I mean, yeah, it just kind of goes back to the whole your own worst enemy type of thing, and I'm glad that Richard designed Hex the way that he did because it's locked up and you can't really uh, you know uh, and like take your money out without taking a huge hit. So
Mhm.
yeah, he really got the psychological aspect of it right when it comes to having us protecting us from ourselves and our bad habits. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
agree. Although Hex was not the first crypto coin or token that I found, I'm glad that I had my journey before I found it because
yeah,
I did learn to hold. A lot of, I would say half the time I held all the way to zero.
mm,
So
yeah, yeah. Same thing for me. I mean, I got into crypto like back in 2017 and rode it all the way up, and took zero profit, and it was watched Bitcoin crash from like 20k to like 3k. And so
gosh,
it was painful, but yeah,
I can only
uh,
imagine the adrenaline you were feeling watching that.
yeah. I mean, live and learn. I mean, yeah, at least I found Richard accidentally through a random YouTube video, and yeah, I was following him ever since, and now here we are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually saw something about Hex in January of 21,
Mm,
but I glossed it over because I was still very new. I hadn't invested at that point yet. And my friends that I did have in crypto at the time were talking about how high gas fees were. And so I was just like, oh, okay, well, I guess I shouldn't invest my money there then.
yeah.
But I
Mm,
came back full circle later that year in like the summer, and I
mm,
totally regretted not
mm,
doing my due diligence then
yeah.
um, and getting it. But I'm in it now, like all
Mm,
in.
yeah. Better late than never, I guess, as they say. Yeah.
It's Marion says hi. Good to
So,
see you back
so
streaming,
Marion.
she said.
Yeah.
Can you see these comments when I put them up?
I can. Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure.
I see them on the side too.
Oh,
Chat in
perfect.
front of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, this
Uh,
Be Live app is like a totally brand new company, and so I
yeah.
just
Hmm.
thought I'd support them.
Nice. Well, yeah, it's a little different from the usual StreamYard and Restream, but
How long has it been since you streamed?
oh man, uh, man, it must have been somewhere around like Pulse X sacrifice phase, maybe.
Okay, so
Yeah,
like
it's been
seven,
a
eight
while.
months.
Yeah,
Huh.
or maybe not that long. I don't remember, but yeah, it's been quite a few months.
So just like my episodes, about 6 months in between.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started my channel because I really wanted to talk to, I guess, my non-crypto friends and show them that there was a different way to save for themselves. A lot of them are in
Hmm.
designing, and saving is always like, I don't know, it's just not very motivating because you have bills and then you have your expenses and then you have $200 left. And
Yeah.
traditional banking, you can
Yeah.
put $1,000 in there, and at the end of the year, you have 11 cents, and that's just fucking insulting.
Yeah, it is like the interest is just really piddly, and that's not even factoring in all the inflation that's kind of like silently devaluing the money like on the
Hmm.
other end. So yeah,
Yeah, so
that's
for a
tough.
long time, like I even felt like the only option for me to make more money is to work harder, put more time in,
Mm,
and have bigger sales. But I mean, that drains on you.
yeah,
It's not sustainable.
yeah.
And then I actually did look into stocks for like,
Mm,
I don't know, OTC and stuff like that when
mm,
right before GameStop had its big thing.
mm,
Hmm.
nice.
Um But so I lost my ass on that.
Mm.
And I was like, I gotta do something better. This is so stupid.
Yeah,
Like this felt so sure, but then now this company is filing for bankruptcy or they're not
Mm,
showing any work, and then the value goes down. And it's just like, it just goes up and down, and you're just excellent liquidity.
yeah.
Right. And then I was
Quite
like,
literally.
yeah. And then I was like, well, Bitcoin is at this stage kind of old,
Mm,
and Ethereum has high gas fees. So I just
yeah.
started doing research, which led me to Binance. And
Mm,
then I was I was using stock twits in my newness to try to keep up with what's what and do
mm,
research. Um,
mm.
but but then I saw that Safe Moon was trending one night, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" And then people were like all about it, and oh my gosh! And I spent like the next 4 hours just like speed reading and trying to understand everything. And then it was like 3 in the morning, and I was trying to buy it, and I was like, "This is so fucking hard. I just want to go to bed now." So,
No.
so that was my first purchase, and
Mm,
then I started looking for other things. Was like I went I went up so high, like
mm,
my returns like outdid everything that I lost in regular stocks.
yeah.
Um, and
Mm,
then so I just kept looking, and then I was like, I am never fucking with Ethereum because gas is so high. But,
yeah.
I read Hex a few times and I kept coming back to it. And then I reached out to someone named Wendy for Tendies. And I
Mm.
was like, hey, can I ask you questions about Hex? Because it looks really cool. And you said you're retired. And then, and, and I thought Wendy's was a girl because the bio was like nurse and retired. I'm like, oh, cool,
Yeah.
girl crypto friend. But Wendy's is really, really nice and so patient with me. I'm pretty sure that I asked some like super stupid questions. But
Yeah.
after talking to him and just learning more, like I fully went into Hex. But then, like I was telling you in our private chats, I feel like I wear the scarlet letter because I still have Safe Moon, but I have a bigger bag of Hex.
I mean, in the grand, hierarchy of crypto, like there's definitely worse things you could buy and hold. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Like people like Richard have, made made their opinions known about stuff like Safe Moon. But at the end of the day, it's not really as bad as some of the ones out there. It's just
Yeah, it's a whole
probably
journey. Like even
yeah,
my non-crypto friends that are getting into it, I see them going through the same motions that I went through to just learn. And
yeah,
sometimes you only learn by your mistakes. Like some of them are talking about, "Oh, I'll just buy Hex now and then sell it at 5 cents or 10 cents, and then when it dips again, I'll buy more." And I'm like,
mm,
"You could, but I don't
yeah,
really know what buying power you have."
mm,
But okay, do your research and
yeah,
then do it and see how it works out. I'm not here to tell
yeah,
you not to do it. I wouldn't do it, but
yeah, exactly. I
and then
think
there's other
oh,
things that they learn, like
yeah,
getting on
yeah,
Robinhood app and then realizing that you don't actually hold any of the tokens
yeah,
that you buy.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, recently a buddy asked me about Robinhood, and basically told him to delete the app because like it's free for a reason. I mean, it kind of goes back to the whole like if it's free, then you're the product type of thing. Where Robinhood actually like sell your trade data to other companies. So, and I think those companies like either like trade against you or front run you, like depending on whatever is more profitable for them. So yeah, it's just not only do you not own your own keys, like yeah, you're being traded against. So
Yeah, I mean, and an
it's terrible.
example of that is all these central exchanges getting fucked this last round, right?
Yeah,
So it's everything
absolutely.
that I have learned from you guys in the Hexagon community
Mm,
of what that looks like when it's not your keys and not your crypto,
yeah,
and you just get wrecked, and
yeah,
then that's it.
yeah, absolutely. Like that thread you found, I think it was yesterday. It was pretty eye opening. Like Celsius didn't even know like what impermanent loss was when it comes to providing liquidity um, on dexes. So like it's just mind boggling, like the the amount of like incompetence that goes on in this space. By huge companies nonetheless. It's just
Yeah, I
yeah,
was really shocked to see that because I mean, I work in IT with risk, and it's
yeah,
just mind-boggling when you are handling that a large value of asset like that, and you're
yeah,
not being careful, you're not doing due care, due diligence. Like, what the hell are you even doing?
yeah. Seriously, yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah.
for sure. Yeah. Oh, just to backtrack a little bit. Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned Wendy's for attendees because yeah, shout out to him. He's one of my best buddies, and yeah, I think we found each other on Twitter in the early days too, and yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just all around great guy, and just like super smart, and I learned a lot from him as well. So yeah, and funny thing we have in common is like I thought he was a chick too when we first met. So good thing I didn't hit on him, right?
Whoops.
That would have been super bad. Uh,
But now he's dropping albums.
yeah, apparently so.
That's funny. So so you had talked about, see, on your Twitter last night, you wanted to talk about how you got banned for one day.
Oh yeah, well I was gonna save that for last, but since you brought it up, let me just see. I share my screen. Um, so you pull that up.
Yeah.
There we go. So I think how did this stick challenge come about? I think we were talking about like how I sucked at art so bad that I can't even draw stick figures properly.
I think we did talk about that.
And then you basically you drew this black line and made this tweet.
We did
And
a
then
stick challenge.
yeah, um, I responded by drawing this in MS Paint. And then right when I posted it, I basically got suspended on Twitter. Um, yeah, so yeah, it's really mundane, but I got suspended because of a black line. And I think Twitter's reasoning was like posting sensitive or private information, which makes absolutely no fucking sense. But
You
here
probably
we
cracked
are.
like some second generation Enigma code and we didn't even know it.
You know, I don't know. But yeah, that's
And I
Twitter
felt
for
really
you, I
bad
guess.
about that because like we just started
I
talking and
I thought it was hilarious.
yeah, and I was like, let's do something stupid. And then I was like, shit, I really got Vince kicked off
uh,
Twitter.
oh yeah. Well, the funny thing is, like the original ban only lasted 12 hours, but I was so adamant that it was such a stupid ban that I appealed it. And while you wait for the appeal, like your account is still locked, even if it goes past the original suspension period.
Mm-hmm.
And so I waited for that, and then they denied my appeal, and then I was like, "F you, Twitter," and I reappealed. And so like I was locked out for like almost like what 2 full days.
Yeah, almost 2 full days. It's like someone just needs to look at the stupid pictures, literally a
So
stick.
stupid. Yeah, and then like I just gave up and caved in because I figured like they're probably not going to approve it, and I just didn't want to miss out on any more like interactions with Hexicans and stuff like that. So yeah, apparently I had to delete the tweet, and that was my sort of acknowledgement that I had messed up or whatever. So yeah,
Messed up, quote
that's
unquote.
something I yeah, I wasn't too happy about that because I think it's a more or less permanent strike. But yeah, I mean, whatever. It is what it is.
Do you want to talk about our burpee challenge?
Uh, I mean, how did that start? I think I don't know. We were just talking about what, like, just personal fitness, and
Mm-hmm.
decided to kind of gamify it a little bit, and Uh, yeah, just do burpees to try to get in shape in time for what BullsCon.
Yep. Well, at least for you anyway. I don't know
Yeah,
what.
yeah, yeah. Your attendance is what TBD.
My attendance would require a mega bull run.
Yes.
So yeah, me and Vince decided to do a 2-month burpee challenge. And we actually have a spreadsheet where we keep track of our burpees and how we're feeling. And then
Yeah.
sometimes we put in a motivational quote to help keep us going. And then I introduced this idea of burpee roulette so that our body doesn't just get used to what we're doing. And then so I said, hey, we can wake up and we can screenshot whatever the price of Gwei is, and that can be how many burpees we do that day. And we both said, oh, yeah, that's a
Uh,
great idea. And then decided later, like, we might die if somebody starts
yeah.
minting
Let's just
NFTs,
hope to God nobody plays with NFTs while you're screenshotting.
right? Like, I don't know what I would do if I woke up and gas was like in the thousands.
Might want to DCA those burpees over
Yeah,
the course of
we're
like
gonna
a
have
couple
to.
months. Yeah, the shenanigans we come up with.
Yeah. Have you had a
If you
chance
guys
to
only knew.
talk about the books that you helped publish?
I mean, no, I mean not on stream. It's just mostly I'm just like so. There was this one account named Corporate Machiavelli.
I really like that one.
Um, yeah, and yeah, he just kind of took like Machiavellian philosophy and just kind of brought it into the modern era a little bit, and he had his original writings was like 55 essays, and it's just kind of just similar to like the Robert Greene's books, like 48 Laws of Power and stuff like that, and yeah, kind of it was really random, but I sort of developed a friendship with him over Twitter over the course of months, and then yeah, he at one point he even sort of asked me about Hex, and so I kind of like talked to him about Hex and crypto a little bit, and thing is like he was suffering from like a terminal illness,
Mhm.
and yeah, so he didn't really want to invest because he figured he didn't have much time left, so um yeah, and then after a couple of months he passed away unexpectedly, and then yeah, one of the things that I really wanted to do for him was to help fund his like the audiobook version of his 55 essays, and so I found somebody, another content creator that he was actually already in the middle of doing the same thing, so I just kind of um, put the money towards well, I kind of like funded the rest of the endeavor that he was sort of already undertaking, and then we kind of pivoted to promoting Sim's writings in other ways, and that sort of included the first books that we put out, and now we're sort of pivoting again to support other content creators that kind of are in that same niche, and yeah, I'm just sprinkling angel dust here and there, I guess you could say. um, yeah, um, and it's not I'm not all of a sudden like making lots of money through these books. It's kind of a bit of a money sink for me, but I mean it's good to I think it's just good to support content creators that are trying to add value and improve people's lives through like self-help content like that. So yeah. Mm. Oh crap! I think I lost your audio again. Mm. Let me refresh. I'll be right back. Mm, Still can't hear you. It's weird. Uh-oh. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
Am I back?
Yep, you're back.
I switched to a different mic.
Hmm.
Still sound clear, or is it like echoey?
It's good. That's good. It's a little reverb, but it's fine.
You guys, I got an avatar for this. I don't actually look like this, and my avatar like tweaks out every now and then.
Oh man.
I'm actually not death glaring anybody. I just have Asian eyes.
Hmm. Yeah.
So your friends want to invite Jenna to happy hour, and they're wanting to know if she's coming to this.
I don't think she even knows about this. This is the running community joke that never goes away.
So I was asking before our audio got all messed up.
Yeah.
Where can we buy or listen to the audiobook? And maybe we can post that link here.
Oh yeah. I'll grab the Amazon link real quick.
Do I have audio? Nope. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I just switched back to the other mic. Hopefully it stays this time.
Here we go. I will put it in host chat. That's the audiobook version.
Oh, hold on real quick. Amazon. Can't click on the link. 1 second.
Sorry.
Here it is.
Awesome.
Oh, the audiobook is free for those that have an Audible subscription.
Nice. I didn't even know that.
Speaking of Amazon, for those that are listening, Grubhub is doing 1 year free deliveries if you have a Prime membership. You can go activate your Grubhub. I did that yesterday. I haven't ordered anything yet.
Yeah, it's a good thing you you took me off about that. Yeah.
I know. I was like, oh, I can order dinner for the kids, and then I haven't ordered anything.
Yeah. My God, I'm gonna use that like daily if Pulse Chain comes out soon. It's gonna wreck our burpee challenge.
We'll just have to do more. I mean, you did extra today, right?
Oh my God.
Not on purpose, but you did.
You're gonna kill me.
I did warn you that I accidentally terrorized my friends.
That you did. I didn't know what you meant at the time, but I do now.
And then shortly after, you got banned on Twitter.
Yes, thank you, SCM.
You're so welcome. There's more.
I'm sure there is. Yeah. Mm, oh, I think we might have lost your audio again. Yep, it's gone. Nope.
How about
Yep, you're back now.
this is so dumb. I'm getting mad. I was asking, wasn't there another book that you also helped publish?
There's several let me see if I can um yeah, there's several. If people just Google I think his pseudonym on Twitter is, or sorry, on Amazon is Corey Smith. Um yeah, they'll find. Um he's got lots of books that he published himself, but then there's some other content that we collaborate or that I indirectly funded, I guess you could say.
Okay, so like the dating playbook for men, that Corey Smith?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I put that link in chat too.
Nice. Yeah. Hmm.
So, in your opinion, what is the best way? I mean, are any of these risks worth it to swing trade or play pump and dumps and get hex or just straight up DCA? I know my strategy, but I'm asking for others.
I mean, back when there was only Hex, I think it was a safer play just to buy Hex and stake it, and maybe swing trade the dips when they come. But I think now that hexagons are kind of building on the ecosystem a little bit, I think there's a lot more things to diversify and then hold and make plays on. My top three favorites other than Hex are Hedron, Maximus, and I guess you could say Pulse Dogecoin. I mean, like I don't really advocate for buying it necessarily, but at the same time, it's they were generous enough to give people free coins, and like lots of good hexagons like Gunther support it. So yeah.
I like Hedron too, but I keep forgetting to mint my shit and
Oh
I
yeah.
lose my volume bonus.
Yeah, you're not the only hexagon that's told me about that. Yeah, it kind of sucks because yeah, you kind of have to manually remember to mint your Hedron before ending your stake. It'd be nice if a developer or somebody came out with like a Google/Apple calendar reminder. Kind of like there was an app in the early days called Hexcal, where it imported your stakes into the calendar apps. So yeah, it'd be good to have something like that for Hedron too.
Yeah, I think somebody sent that to me.
Might have even been me.
Maybe it was. I don't remember, but it still didn't save me from forgetting to mint my stupid Hedron.
Oh, yeah.
But that could be a me problem with being super forgetful.
That's all right. I mean, yeah, it can be kind of cumbersome if you have a lot of stakes too. So.
I mean, I don't have that many. I'm pretty sure other people have much more than me.
Yeah. Yeah, like speaking of Hedron, like I'm pretty bullish on it too because they're coming out with that whole Icosa thing. Should be launched, I guess, later this month.
No, I didn't read into that yet.
Basically, it adds a lot more game theory to Hedron because before, like, the only thing you could do is just hold on to it or use it to bid for the liquidated HSI stakes
Mhm.
that people made or that people borrowed against. But now with ICOSA, like there's going to be like three different things you could do, and yeah, that it just incentivizes people to lock up hex for max length, and um, yeah, it's just different ways to burn hedron. So I think it's overall pretty good for the entire ecosystem.
Yeah, and then there's that new one called Wait.
Yeah, I haven't actually looked into that one much, except just um, for their free claim. But yeah, it looks pretty interesting. Um, yeah, essentially, it's sort of a game of chicken where like the longer you wait to claim, the more weight that you'll get. But the deadline is the pulse launch, which can happen like whenever. So yeah, the longer you wait, um, the the higher chance you have of forfeiting your entire claim. And then I guess they have like a little bonus similar to Big Payday where um, right when Pulse launches, all the unclaimed weight gets redistributed to the people that did claim. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's nice.
yeah, it's pretty interesting.
I haven't claimed it yet, but I
Mm,
think maybe I'm
yeah.
gonna try and
Uh,
wing it and see if I can get as close to Pulse Chain as possible.
well, yeah, I think we'll get we might get kind of a clearer ish signal from Richard on Twitter or Telegram. When Pulse is like nearing launch. So I'm going to take that as my signal to claim weight personally because I think we have at least until then, and that's a little buffer zone between um, the announcement and the actual launch. So yeah, I don't think there's a reason to rush until he gives us more of a progress update.
Yeah, I agree. Like any free powder I have right now just goes as part of my DCA into Hex.
Yeah.
I have a goal to reach a high number for a newbie,
Hmm.
and I'm determined to reach it.
Yeah. And yeah, right now is your best opportunity since Hex is at such a discount. So
It is. It's lower than
yeah,
when I first found it.
yeah, yeah. Like yeah, it's weird. Most a lot of people that bought at the all time high are kind of panicking and flooding out. But yeah, it all just depends on your perspective, and I think you have the right one with viewing it as an opportunity. Instead of something to panic about.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
I'm not a paper fisted bitch.
Certainly not.
Well, I mean, when I did finally buy Hex, it was like I think 13 cents or something.
Hmm.
And I bought all the way up to 52 cents and then I bought all the way back down.
Hmm.
And I
Yeah.
know there's a lot of people that are new. And I don't know, I feel like if you really did your due diligence and understood what you have, like you wouldn't have that fear
Hmm.
because then you have that knowledge and no one can take that away from you.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people out there that depend on other people's opinion
Hmm.
for how they strategize their plays, and I think that's very dangerous and risky.
Yeah. For sure.
Well,
Hmm.
we've been streaming for about 44 minutes, and I think this is the longest
Wow.
stream I've ever gone.
Wow. Nice. Yeah, I think what your previous one was like half an hour.
I think so, and that was mostly with like, I don't know, 10 minutes of problems, things not working. So it's getting smoother every time.
Yeah.
So I think in the future, though, I'd love to have you back, and I'd like to bring, I don't know, I guess small business owners up,
Hmm.
and we can talk about how crypto could offer them like a an alternative and a better way to save for their future and keep their money sustainable for themselves.
Yeah, for sure. It'd be a good, way to onboard people and spread the good word of Hex.
Hmm. Yeah, we have a lot of ideas.
Some not so practical, and
Yeah.
I guess better ones too. So
I'm kind of excited to get to the point where we can start exploring our food-related ideas,
yeah,
like
for
with
sure.
our dishware collection.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, shout out to I think his name is Jimbo Hex on Twitter. Yeah, he's I kind of threw some some money at him for starting up his food truck, and he's been through a lot of different obstacles and stuff, but I think he's hanging in there. So but yeah, I mean, yeah, I hope to do more stuff like that. We've talked about saving various food trucks and just stuff like that. So hope we get to a point where we can actually explore those ideas.
Yeah, I'm excited to go on that journey with you.
Yeah.
Eat some good food,
Yeah.
some more terrorizing,
Yes.
solidify this friendship.
Yeah. It feels like it's already gone on 10 years?
Yeah, it was a
10,
fast
15 years
it was a fast track.
for sure.
All right. Well, I think it's yeah, Marion, I can't wait to like work with Vince and then get them into production and then show you guys I don't know. I think we laugh more than we actually talk. Me and Vince.
Probably. It's not a bad thing.
No, it's not. Laughter is good for the soul.
Yeah. Especially in a bear market.
Especially in a bear market. Jesus. I can't believe this shakeout. Like I feel like I haven't been here very long. So I got into crypto in March of 21. But I feel like
wow. I didn't realize it was that short of a journey for you.
Yeah, I'm a total like hex baby still, maybe toddler now. I don't know. But I just feel like this is like such a huge shakeout. It's not just altcoins or certain influencers. It's a lot of influencers and a lot of big names or big projects that I thought would be, I don't know, have a more solid foundation. But like you said, that article we read yesterday with Celsius just ignoring their risk.
Yeah.
And if I don't look at it, it doesn't exist until it comes and bites you in the ass.
Yeah, for sure. Wow. So this is your first bear market.
It is. So,
That's
and I was
crazy.
just talking to my best friend the other day, and I was like, so that means that we caught like the very end of the bull run.
Yeah. The tail end. Yeah.
Yeah, the tail end. And we had massive gains at that tail end. I can only imagine what the next fucking bull run is going to do for me. And we have our plans in place to DCA, mostly into hacks and some other projects, but mostly hacks.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine what it's going to do for us. And then, you and I can start our food truck adventure. Like, it's going to be so fun.
Yeah, it's going to be life-changing, especially for, you and your family. I think it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah. It will be. I'm looking forward to it. And that's why I always joke, when you become a billionaire, please let me know, because that means that my bags blew up too.
I'll give you a signal here and there. We'll see. That's still a couple zeros or a few zeros. But yeah.
And in the meantime, we'll just be here. At least I'll be here just doing my 9 to 5.
Yeah, just got to survive until then.
Yeah. Well, I think this is a good spot for us to wrap up, and then
yeah, for sure.
Maybe we'll stream again.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll stream on your channel where all your friends are.
Well, I don't know. My YouTube channel is kind of dead, but yeah, we'll see. Maybe we can make that happen.
Well, I mean, mine's dead. The last time I think I only had one viewer, and the viewer was also the moderator.
Hello.
But okay, well, I guess thanks everybody for coming in, and thank you, Vince, for coming on my channel.
Yeah, of course.
It's
my pleasure. Yeah.
And I will catch you in the DMs.
Yep.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
See you, everyone.